those fat complacent days when the future seemed a century away. Then up went Sputnik, gave the world a butt kick, and made it clear tomorrow starts today. Beep beep, boop boop, hello there. Hey, Sputnik sails giggling.
All right, there we go.
Red flags, red
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to some good old-fashioned Kingdom Death Monster. Let me adjust some windows. There we go. All right, everything should be set up fine. The music choice is just because I know this is not gonna get DMCA'd. All right, so let's take a look at what happened last time, or at least about what's going on with our settlement. Oh yeah. I should have tested the audio for that as well. But I believe I forgot a little bit. Good morning, Pope Coleman. Welcome to the old-fashioned Kingdom Death Monster. The good stuff. So, we started the settlement and whatnot. I did not add the lantern consequences. Okay. But yes, okay, so we beat the prologue, and then we had another hunt, and I spent almost all of the resources that I earned on that. But, so we got our first piece of the tech tree, basically. There we go. So we got Inner Lantern. So now we can spend our survival to give ourselves an extra action at like instant speed. If you're familiar with Magic the Gathering terms. But yeah, instant speed is basically the best description for it. But and now we've got some more, I guess, innovations to add to the deck. Good morning, Pig. It's been a week already? Did it feel that short? Ah, you can just add them in directly. Nice. But yeah, good morning, IU, as well. Yeah, welcome, Kingdom Death Monster. I just added in KG Life. Oh no. I just added in the Inner Lantern consequences. Good morning, Sargener. But yeah, I don't have the notepad open. Alright, let me pull it up on my end. Life of an Office Sufferer based. There we go. Let's see, I believe Sargener is on there. No girls in chat, only grognards. Base. Sargener is on there. Oh, Pope Coleman. You are not on the waiting list for survivor names. All right, you're on now. 48th in line. I don't know if I'm gonna get that many survivors, but maybe. Oh, thank you for the raid, Game and Witch. Yon where? Yana list. Sorry. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kingdom Death Monster. One of my favorite weird board games. Good morning, Fablink. Good morning, Game and Witch. And good morning, Mabase. Yeah. Let's see. I've got a list. Just a notepad document for, I guess, all the people who've said anything in chat for these streams, so you get added to the list of character names, basically. So far, we've got Puchigiri, Pig. Pig's dead. Pig's fucking dead. Rest in peace. Madot, Power Nelson, E-Ghost, Clockwork Legacy, Teru, Merkern, Wed PL. Is it Wed HPL? Spreadsheet? No. B Temple. It's not a spreadsheet, I swear. Wait, what were you doing? What were you doing, game? What were you doing? Did you have fun? Mike. Bingo Congo Dango, Daishima, Suryu, and Iwakun. Iwuni-kun. There we go. We can hide the dead ones. Having a ton of fun playing Skyward Sword Remaster. Is that good? Good morning, empathetic otaku. Came in late with the raid. Yeah, welcome to the good old-fashioned KDM. Let's see. Boblink is new. 49th place. And now... Game & Witch. New. You're going on the list. 50th. So far, we've had 15 names. Really good and super pretty? I remember the motion controls being a problem. At least making it a little bit inconsistent to play. Let's see. Empathetic Otaku, not on the list either. Alright. I'm probably not going to go through this many survivors, but if I do, this will be useful. There we go. Alright. So, this is a very interesting board game. Peter, you're watching Side to Go. Transferred the phone. Peter starts working. I have to recalibrate the controller? There's a button and it centers the sword or cursor. Oh. I thought there was a button to just do that on the old Skyward Sword on the Wii. I think I remember just pressing the button. But well, to explain what's gonna happen in the game, we're basically ready to we've done our little making our Monster Hunter gear. Yeah, I actually want to look into that because I did like the look of Skyward Sword. One of the only problems was if I going nuts. Some Galaxy Brain tabletop. Feel free to ask any questions so I can talk about this because I like this board game. It's more like it is very very much more like a video game. It looks extremely complex. A little bit. I don't know where to start to explain anything. So, well, we've got survivors getting geared up. Let me decide who to take. So we can send all these dudes back. This is a tabletop simulator mod. Question, is this the Dark Souls of tabletop RPGs? I think the Dark Souls board game is the Dark Souls of tabletop RPGs, but this is a... No, this is more pure Dark Souls because this is very Berserk inspired. There's an item, a weapon, that is just straight up the Dragon Slayer. As in Guts' sword from Berserk. It's very on the nose. Now, so yeah, the fights are very interesting. The 5e of Dark Souls monster. But one of the, I guess, the most interesting feature comes from the fights, and that, I mean, I can just go ahead and quickly set one up just to show it off. This is a nice feature of the mod because if you have the physical version, you'd have to set all of this stuff up. Brain cards, AI deck, resources, all that fun stuff. But this, you just press the button and it goes. So, I'll explain the biggest appeal of the game. It's cool as fuck, absolutely. First of all the monsters are neat. This is a lion with human hands and like shark teeth. Shark teeth don't really come into play. Hope your survivor makes it far. Hopefully wait. Yeah, hopefully I get that many survivors, and they all get to show off. But yes. So, the monster has an AI deck and a hit location deck. So, well, what it looks like when you're going is the monster will like draw a card and do this stuff. It runs itself for the most part. This is technically like the best experience is like co-op. It's pretty fun. But yeah, the monster runs itself for the most part. But the AI deck is also the hit points. So instead of like taking down a number, you take out the top card of the AI deck whenever you deal damage. Which the monster has an entire deck. Oh, that's a trap card. An entire deck of hit locations, which then you try to wound, and they all have different effects. And there's a trap card in there, which is we'll hopefully not see that, but we probably will see that in a moment. Also, check this out. You should just clean up the showdown just like that. Yeah, it's from a quality of life standpoint. A lot of these features are very good. But yes, there's also a lot of gear customization, I guess. At least for loadouts. We don't have that much right now, but we will. Yes, I want to start building the team. Better than setting it up by hand. Oh, absolutely. Oh, and another strength of this is the setting. The game takes place. Everything takes place on, well, almost everything. There's the forest. That on the plane of stone faces. The world's just like covered in darkness, and then all the survivors have lanterns, and the ground is just covered in stone faces, and there's just monsters like this dude. He's based. But enough gushing about the game. Time to get into it. What makes him based? He's afraid of everything, and he doesn't afraid of anything. We'll actually get to see him. Let's see. Depending on how quickly I play and how much I want to play more, either this stream or next stream. Oh no, this is year 2. Okay, no, Butcher's next stream or the stream after, unless I'm really hungry for playing more Kingdom Death Monster. But yeah, he's a nemesis monster. So yeah, the majority of the fights that you're gonna be doing is you pick a monster that you can hunt. You go and hunt, and then you kill it. But there are nemesis monsters that show up to your settlement, and they are much stronger, and they kick your ass. For the most part. What we're gonna want to do is prepare for that fight, for the most part. Oh. I still need to equip someone with the Lion Beast guitars. Reminds me of RimWorld. A little bit, maybe. If you think about, like, the settlement management and all that. Oh, wait, I wanted to select who I wanted to take out. But yeah, even the character sheets have a lot going on. I want to take Madot on because, let's see, there we go. So he has 3 understanding, which triggers a little story event. This is so in depth. There's a lot. But yeah, like if you have any questions, I can probably answer it. But yeah. So he's also got, oh no. Now he can go into endeavors. So yeah, one of the resources you have, yeah, you've got like all the monster resources and stuff, like, you know, bones and whatnot that you get for beating the monster. And you also have endeavors, which you use for other stuff, or in the settlement phase. You're like crafting and into tech tree upgrade stuff kind of phase. In fact, but yeah, you normally get 1 endeavor per returning survivor. So if 4 dudes survive the hunt, you get 4 endeavors. But this guy has Tinker, so when he returns, we get an extra endeavor. So that will help quite a bit. Also, someone has matchmaker. Yeah, Iwuni-kun. Yes, shopping time. Good morning, Binary Pony. Yeah, this game is very grimdark and also very immature. It's fantastic. Is the game linear in terms of progression or more open-ended? It's weird. Well, you have the timeline. So, each year, you get the hunts and whatnot. But you have the Nemesis encounters. On year 20, you fight what was originally the main boss. But then on year 30, you get this. Website describes it as 19 pounds of nightmares and horror. Yeah, the game is heavy. There's a lot of plastic in the core game. There's a lot. Okay. Because, yeah, you got all the armor sets, default survivors, like unarmored survivors, all the monsters. It's just a bunch of plastic. If you love putting plastic together and gluing it and painting it, this is something that you should consider. It is expensive. If you love playing Monster Hunter with your cool dudes, this is also something you might want to consider. But okay. Iwuni-kun over here has Matchmaker. This is one of the ways that we can use endeavors. So when you're returning survivor, once per year, you may spend one endeavor to intimacy. So you can. This is how you get more population. Is with this. Good morning, the actual goat. The card is anime as shit. This game is anime as shit. Alright, an actual goat is getting added to the survivor name list. There we go. Intimacy. Yeah, you make babies. Well, not specifically. A 1 on this table is just the couple that you choose just walk off into the darkness and die. And yeah, because this is a very grim world. We'll see some stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, Iwuni has shattered jaw. And this shouldn't be too much of a problem. And he recently got over post-traumatic stress. But he's tough. Well, we'll get into HP. The HP system for survivors. And let me select the other two. E-Ghost is very strong. Yeah, I think I want to take him. Having at least, yeah, getting more people to get to start working on weapon proficiencies is a good idea. And who else? I can take someone that hasn't done anything yet. Thank God this game is scripted. Oh yeah, all this is pretty good. Who died? So far, only Pig. But yeah. Now I do want to take some fresh characters. Also, maybe I'll wait with Mercury, because he's got broken ribs and a gaping chest wound. Better than Poochie? What do you mean? Rest in peace. Yeah, you can get like severe, you can get like permanent injuries. He's got destroyed genitals and a contracture. So, he cannot be nominated for intimacy. And he's, less accurate. Yeah, Mercury, he's got minus speed and minus strength. Minus strength sucks, minus speed is actually okay. Because, I've been thinking about this. If we can get him to be a Qatar specialist or master, either one of the two. There's a very good ability that we can abuse with low speed to ignore reactions. It's not an incredible thing, but it's it will be nice, most likely. And let's take a fresh kid. American. What age? Let's see. So... where'd I put it? But yeah, the weapons are all interesting in the way that they work. So... The numbers on the top left of the card is the attack profile. So, when we attack with this, we roll 2 dice, and then 7 and up means any of those dice that roll 7 and up are hits, and then 3 is the strength. So we add our strength and that to our rolls to see if we wound. It'll make a bit more sense in action, but also, this has deadly, which means that we get +1 luck when attacking with it. So, when attacking with this, we crit on a 9 and a 10 instead of just a 10. The whole game runs off of D10s. Yeah, it's all D10s. Except, there are a few cases of D100s. Like, a handful of D5s. Do I have the physical game? Yes. I sleep with it every night. and there's the hit location dice, which is one head location, 1 arms, 2 body, 1 waist, 1 legs. Based. There's not enough room in my room. It's actually on my bed. Good morning, Karagi. Yeah, welcome back to Kingdom Death Monster. Oh wait, I already used this. Okay. I need to worry about that. KDM Docky. It's not even a Docky, it's just a square box. Someone gets to take the guitars. Single player D&D Monster Hunter. Yes, exactly. That's one of the best descriptions for it. Yeah, because we get each of the different monsters, at least the quarry ones, have different resource pools like this, and different settlement locations for building their gear, and you know, sex mechanics. Not sex mechanics. You can't just say that. But yeah, it is very much Monster Hunter in terms of making monster-themed weapons and gear. But who gets this? How this game sold me? Based. Wait, let's think about who we want with what gear. So, So E-Ghost actually has incredible stats because he so Pig died, and we had the choice to either bury the dead or cannibalize the dead. So we chose to cannibalize, and E-Ghost got selected to eat Pig's corpse, and now he's fucking powerful. He's got the 2 strength, 2 evasion, which is actually incredibly based. No, only 1 strength. He's got extra speed though. Brutal, absolutely. Yeah, now I need to think about how I want to set this up. Let's put E-Ghost with the bone darts again. Your divine flesh has enchanted your brother. Let's go. Oh yes. So bone darts actually have rather high strength for early gear. What Pig was made to do. Absolutely. Too many people have talked about eating Pig. The person in chat specifically. And then who else was it? It was Mad Dot. And question is, do I want him on the tankier armor? What's the goal of the game? To survive 30 lantern years and beat the Gold Smoke Knight. Basically the super boss at the end of the game. It's a bit silly. Sure, there's a biblical parallel here. No. What Uni or Mad Dot to be the tank. Hmm. Oh yeah, I can put that there. Maybe put that there. I'll explain those later. Well, E-Ghost has not as much survival as I'd like on someone with very little stuff. But yes. So we want to survive. Yeah, Madot, yeah. It's good enough with that sort of gear grid. He doesn't have any special stats. No, nothing impressive. Yeah, Iwuni can, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I think all of this is good. Well, what? Oh yeah, someone gets the Lion Beast guitars. Maybe Madot would be fine with those. He's not relying on the gear. Okay. So let me explain the gear. So armor, of course, it's rather simple. Armor, you can only have one per location basically on your gear grid. You only get this 9x9 space to put everything that you can equip on. So, you know, one armor head gives you one armor to the head. Also, there's these affinities, which is the little blue, red, green half squares, which combine to make full squares, which count, which are the affinities. So, right now we've got one blue affinity, one red affinity, 0 green affinities. Basically, so these like regular squares, if we've got 3 filled in green squares, like if we had something pointing that way and I don't know, the rest of our gear grid gave us 2 more, we would, so not only would we get +1 evasion, we'd get another +1 evasion from the monster grease. And the puzzle piece affinities just mean that this gear card's affinity needs to be connected. Oil up. Yeah, monster grease is actually incredibly important, as in very useful, because evasion is very good for taking less damage. Alright, let's see. Everything should be set up properly. Oh yes, also with this mod, it does show you the stats for your weapons. So, and it's modified for the character stats. Good morning, RCL Ardor. Why does Monster Grease look like a severed penis? It really doesn't. I don't think so. Well, we'll see more of that. Hey, good morning, welcome to Kingdom Death Monster. Oh, you're not on the list. Okay, welcome to the survivor name list. Yeah, I can see it. I understand. But there we go. Yeah, you're 53rd in line. Good morning, Victus. Yeah, you're on the list, aren't you? Oh wait. Oh, you aren't on the survivor name list. Okay. All right, welcome. You're 54th in line. We currently have 15 survivors total. But Nirapuni, you don't need to draw that. Okay. I think we've gotten everything taken care of for preparation for hunting. I mean, I guess I might as well explain this stuff right here, but basically, we're gonna go on a hunt to kill a monster and get resources to make more gear. So these are the locations, you know, you can make basic stuff at the, like, organ grinder, bonesmith, and skinnery are your very basic ones. And eventually we're gonna be wanting to. So yeah, there's another use for endeavors, is to build the upgraded versions, or the next tier, I guess. And we've also got the monster specific ones like the Catarium. But yes, let's see, does it still have, yeah, Stone Circle is built off of this. Hmm. That's a weird thing that I'll explain later when it becomes relevant. But for now, I think we want to hunt another white lion. What I'm hoping for, and I'll explain it right now, is... I'll zoom in. The cat eye circlet. We need an eye of cat. So, if we can get that, we'll be a lot better off. We would get... we'll be able to make the cat eye circlet. Whoops. Oh no, it's too big. There we go. So, this will help a lot in fights. Well, we'll be able to have a dedicated support character whose action will be almost entirely this. And that will help smooth things out so much. Alright. So, the main gameplay loop is settlement phase, you build your stuff, you play with your survivors, you make the next team. That does cost an action. That's the whole point. The little lightning bolt in a circle is that means it costs an action. You're gonna hit the better. Alright, good luck, pig. Sorry your character died. At least you were delicious. Now, let's go ahead and... so next, the hunt. Someone has to put on the dress. It's pig, sorry. So, there's also different levels for the monsters, and they get exponentially harder. Believe in E-Ghost? Good. Alright. It does set up... yeah, that does set up the resource decks as well. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, pig. You're gonna need it. So, this is just a series of basically random encounters until you reach the monster. And then you begin the fight. So, do we have... we gotta check the partying and all that stuff. I don't think we have anything... I don't think we have anything important. No. Yeah, we shouldn't have anything for the partying survivors this year. Last year we had something. But yes. So, gotta check all the gear. Stone Nose is on arrival. So basically, there's some stuff triggers on departure and arrival in terms of hunt phase mechanics. So when you leave the settlement, and then once you start the fight. So gaining survival on departure. Just one. Survival is interesting. This is our resource for all the cool actions. In fact, because we innovated, we on the tech tree, we got Surge. We got the Inner Lantern, basically the concept of a soul to these survivors. Okay. Survivors are explicitly not humans, which is weird. But yeah. Anyways. One survival on departure. And that should be it. Yeah. Okay. So let's begin the hunt. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Egos, Dimuni, Madot. Okay. Yeah, everyone is set up properly. So the characters do take turns being the event revealer. Some stuff will matter for that. Let's just do it, wed first. So, yeah, it's basically just a little mini game. There is stuff that interacts with this, and this will interact with us. So, Lion Sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors. Decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dried tall grass, the quarry's sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the White Lion's bizarre, inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains 1 understanding and 1 insanity. and then a random hunt event as well. So, insanity is like brain armor. If you have 3 or more, you're considered insane for certain stuff. Understanding is a stat. You get very good bonuses once you get here. You get like a nice bonus, and then like a very good bonus. And there's story events in the book for that. Alright. Yeah, insanity has no upper limit. Yo, Madot is very, very understanding. There we go. But yes, you do want insanity for dealing with attacks that deal brain damage. So let's roll. It's a D100. So hunt event 28. These are all in here. 28. Trollbird. But yeah, this is pretty much how the hunt event goes. So, a rumpled, unsightly bird stands in the survivor's path. Its beady, wet eyes blink expectantly, and it calls out with an eerie human chuckle. The survivors may archive one consumable item or gear, offering it to the trollbird. If any survivor is insane, they must feed the trollbird, if able. If they feed the trollbird, it hops off with a terrible cackle. If they don't feed the trollbird, it follows the survivors on their hunt, constantly mocking them with its chuckle. Roll 1d10. If any survivor has the corporalalia disorder, they curse at the bird and make vigorous and vulgar gestures. The bird is impressed, add +3 to your roll. This is a good example of a hunt event. Go. Oh, interesting. It's been long enough that I want to double check if it is 3 or 5 insanity. 2 or 3 insanity. The glossary is good enough for almost anything. Yep, a survivor with 3+. So 2, 1, 2, 1. No one is insane. So let's see. What is it? 28. Right on this page. All right. I think we wanna try this for fun. At the very least, so either the monster will ambush us on a 1 to 5, or we'll ambush the monster. But normally the monster goes first. If we get ambushed, the monster go first and then take another turn. If we ambush the monster, then survivors get to go first. But even if we get the result where the monster ambushes us, all the survivors get 1 understanding, which is good. That's probably worth it. Alright. A 1. It's fine. So, all survivors get 1 understanding. Now, when we tick off the bolded box, we get a little event. It is actually different depending on which game phase you're in. So on the hunt phase, actually, the table's right here. So you can see showdown phase, epiphany, hunt phase, epiphany, settlement phase, epiphany. You get a different ability depending on which one. The showdown phase ones are actually fairly difficult to get because there's very few things that give you insanity or understanding or courage during a hunt, during a showdown. All right. Oh yeah, everyone gets 1 insanity or understanding. Wait, I already ticked that off. Yeah. Yeah, this dude's already halfway up. More than half. That's actually really good. All right, and then next one. Prowling lion. While the survivors stalk the white lion, the monster hunts something else. Move the white lion 1 space away from the survivors on the hunt board in pursuit of its prey. The white lion starts the showdown with ground fighting in play. And then build the deck normally. So it moved 1 space away. Oh yeah. Means Mata already took his turn. with HPL, and then that was Madot as Madot's turn as the Hunt Revealer. Event Revealer. Now it's Iwani's. Yeah, these ones are just random events. So each monster has its own specific hunt events. So like that stuff. And then there's just ones that are just generic. You just roll on the table. Alright, 98. Interesting. This might be one of the interesting ones. Ah, no. I was thinking of Portcullis. 99. And 100 as well has something very interesting. Alright, Bloody Eyes. The survivors find a trail of blood. It pools in the eye sockets of the stone-faced ground. The blood is still warm. The event revealer may investigate and roll 1d10, or ignore the trail and end this event. So... we could get some very strange results. I don't know if I want to investigate this. The results are... Someone starts with 3 bleed tokens. Everyone takes brain event damage. Or we get population. Yeah, finding someone in a box sounds interesting enough. Let's let's use the big dice for this. So let's see. So let's investigate. That's a 6. Interesting. So, the trail leads to a huge box. Trapped inside is a young red-haired survivor. Gain +1 population. The carvings adorning the box are haunting. All survivors suffer 3 brain event damage. So, yeah, all hunt events only deal event damage. So, you can't die from a hunt event, but it can cripple you for the fight. So, I guess let's explain damage now. So, you've got armor and insanity for the brain, and then you've got these injury boxes, which are basically your natural HP. And then once you take damage that would go over your injuries, then you start rolling on tables, and that's when it gets bad. That's when you can die and start to die. So now everyone has no insanity, and they've got their brain damage box ticked off. So that could end up very poorly. But let's see who this survivor is. New survivor. Let's see, right after Iwuni is V30A4096. Brain damage time, let's go. And we're not taking too much brain damage yet, but we're getting there. Let's see. Definitely a human name, and I'm alternating between male and female for survivors, just so that I end up with roughly 50-50. And let's see. All newborn survivors start with +1 strength and +1 evasion. The brain damage name. No. But yeah, because we chose. Oh yeah, when we had the first child, we chose survival of the fittest over protecting the young. So everyone is a lot stronger and a lot more evasive, and everyone has one lifetime reroll, which is actually one of the most important things. But yeah, the brain damage. Okay. Some mechanics call for, like, whenever you take damage, that kind of stuff. Brain damage is not damage for stuff like that. It's brain hurty. Nope. 08. So, let's see what an early one on the table is. Wailing smoke. A constant moan follows the survivors. Eventually, they enter an area shrouded in thick fog, and the wailing reaches a fevered pitch. Every non-deaf survivor rolls 1d10. If all survivors are deaf, they continue along, heedless to the cacophony. End this event. The lowest scoring survivor, or survivors in case of ties, becomes a straggler. Each straggler rolls 1d10. If any survivor has noisy gear, the straggler adds +2 to their roll. If any survivor has noisy gear and the settlement has drums, they counter the wails with a tune from home. Do not roll on the table, and each survivor gains +2 insanity and +2 survival. Well, we don't have any noisy gear for other reasons. No, we don't even have any at all. And we don't have drums innovated. So we just have to determine the straggler. Alright, so colors correspond to whoever. Hopefully we only get one. Worst case, we get all of them as a straggler. Okay. So, Iwuni is the straggler for this. So, let's see. It's like disorders are useful. Disorders are not useful. There's 2 disorders that are useful. One of them, Quixotic. You just get a bonus if your insanity depart. And the other is Immortal, which, if you're insane, instead of taking damage to body parts, you take insanity, you take brain damage instead. Other than that, all of them suck. All of them are bad. 7. You stick your thumbs in your ears and break into a run, leaving the wailing smoke. Okay, nothing happened. Well, and then we've made it. So, that earlier event with the troll bird means that we are going to be ambushed. So the monster's gonna get 2 turns, but let's nope. Go down. There we go. Level 1 white lion. But yeah, disorders aren't useful. Well, yeah, death is actually useful sometimes. That's just what is it? Permanent injury. Permanent injury. Severe injury. Whatever. But yeah, but yes, this is tile-based. The mod does an excellent job of doing this kind of stuff. So you can tell how far you can go with your movement. Yeah, the events are cool. Death is useful? No, I mean death. Death. DEAF. Yeah, there are several attacks, like, you know, monsters have, like, roars and stuff like that, usually. That'll, like, cause brain damage to all non-deaf survivors, stuff like that. But death can be useful as well. There's... Also, I'm playing with the Community Edition, so there are... This is basically the mod for this game. There we go. Yeah, just for simplicity, have Ego start as the monster controller. So... so the tall grass, so... let me read off the little flavor text for this bad boy. So... This is the white lion. There once was a beast that wanted to feel how soft its fur was. Since it could not reach its own back, it killed many other creatures and spent time rubbing its paws over them. They say that when the monster finally killed a human, it fell in love with their soft hair, and its paws grew into a pair of fine human hands. Classic. So... Yeah, there is, like, specific setups for different monsters. Let's see. Spoilers. No, other way. Something like the Screaming Antelope is like this, where you have terrain cards set up in specific spots as well. But yeah. If I can, I would like to fight the Screaming Antelope next hunt. We'll see. But stuff like tall grass. Survivors in the spaces with tall grass get +2 evasion, and you can hide in it, so you're not a threat. That's something. Let's see. Now our most evasive party members. I mean, we can just set it up like this. So I'd want this here. And these have to be at least 4 spaces away from all other tall grass. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be good enough. Giant stone face. This is a little interesting because basically what you can do with this is you can as a survivor you can like spend an action to stand on top of it, and ranged weapons get extra range and accuracy while you're on top of this. But yeah, let's see. This gets set up at least 5 spaces away from all board edges. We could just put it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. And then toppled pillar, at least 5 spaces away from the monster. The pillar is a bit useless, in my opinion. I haven't encountered a situation where it can cheese anything, but you can spend an action to jump to the other side. Yeah. It does block field of view as well as the stone face. Maybe like there. That should be okay. It's not like it causes any problems. Let's see. There we go. So I'm hiding all the weapons that I don't really want to use. There we go. Yeah, just so this menu looks a little cleaner. Nah, that should be fine. Alright. So, let's begin. Make sure these are shuffled. I don't trust the game that well. But yes, each level of the monster has different stats. How many players does it support? 4. And there... So, 1 to 4 players is ideal. But there is a variant for 5 to 6 players, but it is very unbalanced against the survivors. It's silly. But yeah, the details for that are in the rulebook. Yeah, it does work very well as a 4-player game. I think 3 players is about ideal from what I've heard. So like, 1 person takes care of 1 survivor and like 1 other game aspect, and 1 dude takes care of 2 survivors. Nah, it's a simple way to do it. But yeah, we're ready for the hunt or the showdown. So everything, yeah. So monster starts first, and we got ambushed. So the monster will go again immediately after this. Alright. So, here's how this works. So first, you have to pick the target, and now this is actually relevant. Those little arrows are like, I think it's called flow points, whatever. Basically, if we have something like surge or dash, we can do that. We can spend our survival to basically instant speed, take an action, or take a movement during the monster's action. We don't want to do that right now, but that will come up eventually. So, closest threat, facing in range. So, any survivor that's not knocked down is a threat. Some stuff will make stuff threats, and some stuff will make stuff not threats, like the tall grass. So, if we spend an action... Well, we can't do it right now. But if we somehow had a turn before this, we'd be able to spend an action on the tall grass right there and not be a threat until we attack or move out of the tall grass. But, so now everyone is equally within range. So it could target anyone. And in range just means, can you move and hit? I think... So, here's another mechanic. The monster controller tile. So, for 4 players, this is most important for 4 players, but the rules are technically still applicable for solo. So, if a player targets their survivor, they gain 1 insanity. So, it passes around every turn. Now you're gonna head to bed. Okay, have a good one. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Have a good night, Game & Witch. But yeah. So, if we choose to attack Egos this turn with the White Lion, then he'll get 1 insanity. Which means, if we take 1 brain damage, he won't have to roll on the table that could kill him instantly. I think that's more worth it than not doing that. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Stone Noses, all these effects are on arrival. So, Egos gets 1 survival and insanity. So, never mind. I'd rather not have Egos die, or have to spend survival this early. So, monster attack profiles, very similar. So, speed is the number of dice that you roll, accuracy is how high those dice have to be considered a hit, but instead of having a hit location deck, survivors just take damage to a location, and damage just says how much. Let's see, everyone should be... Yeah, all armor is applied correctly. So, let's choose Madot for the target. He's got... Wait, no. Iwunikun. Alright. So, let's see if this hits. So, evasion just subtracts from monster accuracy. So he's got 3. Tall grass gives him 2. So, 5 evasion adds to the accuracy, so on a 7 and up, it's a hit. That's a lot of evasion. Oh, that's a 4. I thought that was a 10. So that's 0 hits. That's actually pretty good. And because we got ambushed, we skipped the first survivor turn. That's also another nice feature. You can just hit next turn, and it moves the monster controller token, and it resets the survivors. All right, now we'll probably target Owuni again. Smart cat. Ah, fuck. So, yeah, this is a little different. So, reveal the top 10 AI cards, 1 at a time. Put the first 2 mood cards revealed into play, then shuffle the deck. If there are no moods, moods are basically like enchantments, I guess. They stay out and they affect the card. I forgot, he's supposed to start with... don't worry about it. He was supposed to start with ground fighting and play. That would have been weird. Too late. I mean, we could fix that now, but it's fine. That would actually make the fight less exciting. We'll see how that goes. Alright. Combo Claw. Nope. Chomp. It is also good to see what the monster has. Lick Wounds. Bloodthirsty. So, when this comes into play, draw an AI card, and whenever a survivor suffers damage for any reason, put a token on this. And start of the monster turn, if it has 3 or more tokens, take them off and perform basic action, which is just a very vanilla attack. We'll see that when that happens. But yeah. So, Bloodthirsty. And then we're gonna have to draw an AI card after this. And that's it. And then So mood cards were put into play so we don't have to draw an extra. And archive. The archive is just put it back in the box. No, we can just delete it. But that was the whole AI deck. Yeah, it gets shuffled after this. Right, size up. Yeah, this causes brain damage, so we need to watch out for this. And it targets a random survivor. So we'll have to worry about that. If we have to roll on the brain trauma table, we could lose a survivor. Just simply like that. Like wounds, interesting. Grasp, interesting. Combo claw, eh. And now they all get shuffled in. And we drew this one, so we have to draw an AI card. The reason for this is basically so when the monster draws this as a like for its turn, it doesn't just like waste the turn. Lick wounds. Ah. If the monster has no wounds in the wound stack, discard lick wounds and draw an AI card. And yeah, we have no. The wound stack is empty, so pick again. All right, vicious claw, random survivor in range. So I'd normally just like to do it like this, and you just roll, see who gets the highest. And the white dice for the color. Alright. The highest is... Wed. So, move and attack. Alright. So this does cause bleed. So, one of the ways you can die is either a low roll on the severe injury table, or getting 5 bleed tokens. Almost every single result on the severe injury table will give you bleed tokens if it doesn't kill you. And also give you like a permanent debuff. So yeah, once you start taking damage, you start dying. Unsurprisingly. But Wed has not much in the way of protection. Alright. That's 2 hits. He's only got 1 evasion. He's not even in tall grass. So, locations are 1 damage to the waist and another damage to the waist. So, after damage means after any amount of damage, not for each damage. So, if he doesn't dodge either, that's just 1 bleed still. That's fine. But I do think that counts as 2 separate instances of damage. Or bloodthirsty. Should be fine. So, he only had 1 armor from the cloth. So, 1 damage, and 1 damage ticks off the light injury box. So, now he's only got basically 1 HP on the waist. And then if he takes 2 more damage, then he'll start rolling on the table and could get destroyed genitals. The classic. Let's see. What else? Bleed token. There we go. And... ah, yes. 2 tokens on this. There we go. 2 lunacy tokens. That's just the easiest one to use for whatever. Or... no. There we go. Red tokens, let's go. Doesn't make a difference. But it does look a little nicer. Okay, now we get a survivor turn. After getting ambushed like that, and having to, like, look at 4 separate cards. So. Now we can start attacking the monster. Let's see. I want E-Ghost to go on top of the stone face. Now, good morning, Clavio. Are you on the list? Ah, you are. But yeah, welcome to some more Kingdom Death Monster. Let's see. Yeah, we already did the hunt. And now we're doing the fight. So... The space directly behind the monster is considered the blind spot. Not in field of view, and also when you attack from there, you get +1 accuracy. It's a little bit of a weird mechanic, but something you don't forget after a while. But, let's see. Let's see, Wed has 5 movements, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't get into the blind spot from there. And we don't want to be right here against the White Lion, because he's got several reactions that will make him move forward, which... and perform grab on anyone he passes over, which is not what we want to happen. Wed only has Bone Blade. We should be fine. Nope. Let's see. Music's over. Another one. Carmen Miranda's Ghost is a classic. Alright. So, we can move there. So yeah, each survivor has 1 movement and 1 action per turn. You take the turns by survivor. So, during the survivor's turn, you can act with anyone in any order, but you have to complete the whole action, and then they're done for the turn. So, let's see. We can attack with the Bone Blade. Yeah, you can see over here, it's got the stats written out, modified from all the gear and equipment and whatnot, and survivor stats. So, speed 2, accuracy 6 and up. It will wound on a 5 and up, and crits on a 10. So let's go for the attack. We'll see the hit locations in action. So 2 speed. These are both higher than 6, so that's 2 hits. There we go. So we get to choose which one we go for first. So Beast's Ear. So if we fail on this location, then the monster will move 1 space directly away, which would also move it onto these spaces where these survivors are, and they'd get knocked down and pushed back. Or this one, where if we get a wound, it'll attack and also deal brain damage. I think I'd like to try this location first. Because if we fail, then we won't have to worry about this. Wed has, 0 insanity and the brain injury box ticked off. So, that would be a roll on the brain trauma table, which could end up very, very poorly. And almost certainly will. So, let's try the ear first. 9. Not a crit. If the Bone Blade had lucky, or if Wed had, like, natural luck, that would have been a crit. But, so, no reaction at all. Good. It gives new meaning to the term. You don't have to be crazy to work. But it helps? Oh yeah, it helps a lot. So, that is a wound. There we go. That's what we want to see. And now, hopefully we failed on this location. Otherwise, Wed could die. We might get a death on the first turn. Oh, that's a wound. So, let's go ahead and do the damage first. So, attacker suffers 1 brain damage. So, nothing is there. So, that's on to the brain table. So, yeah, 1 to 2 on this is no ifs, ands, or buts. The survivor is dead. Let's see how it goes. 3. Oof. Memory loss. Lose 2 levels of weapon proficiency. Okay. That's not bad from this right now. We haven't even had anyone with weapon proficiency yet, but losing 2 weapon proficiency sucks if you have that to lose. If not, that's fine. Because that's like 2 years worth of hunts on one survivor. Oh, and basic attack as well. So, is the music part of the game? No, this is from archive.org. This is Carmen Miranda's Ghost. I'm using this music because I know for certain that it won't be DMCA'd. Let's see. So, basic attack, speed, and accuracy. So, 2. Oh yeah, and the lion will turn to face. Like, it's a good backdrop. It's good music. So, evasion is 1. So, yeah, anything 3 or higher would hit, so that's 2 hits. But yeah, I do enjoy the old folk albums and whatnot. They're good. That's 2 hits. One to the head and 1 to the head. Fuck. Yo, boy, let's get those 50s non-copyright songs going. Based. Now. So you can't use survival while you're attacking. So you cannot. I can't dodge this. I would have liked to, but so taking off the heavy injury box means you get knocked down. So that was 1 damage, and there's another damage coming in, and there's nothing there. No armor, no injury box to take off. So here's the head on the severe injury table. 6. Death. You won't hear it coming. Suffer -1 permanent evasion. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Gain 1 bleed token. So, yeah, there was death. We were talking about it earlier. So, where is it? There we go. So, now... There we go. Now he's deaf, unfortunately. -1 evasion sucks, but death can be useful. There is an armor set where the headpiece gives you death, which can be useful, actually. It's interesting, to say the least. But that's it for Wed's turn. Unfortunately, he can now be grappled over. Can go up here. I'll leave Egos to sit there for a little bit longer, because he's got very good stats. He'll almost certainly deal damage. Madot, maybe? Yeah. Let's go with Madot next. So, Lion Beast Qatar. 2 speed, hits on 7 and up. He's in the blind spot, so 6 and up. Let's go. Nice, 2 hits. The thing is, this location, the LBK has luck, as deadly, so if we roll a 9 or a 10, it's a crit, which is good. Oh, ribs. Ribs are relevant. Nice. Let's try going for the ribs first, because the failure reaction on this sucks. This would mean, first of all, so if we fail on this location, the monster will full move in a straight line, cancel all hits out of range, and any survivors passed over suffer grab. So, if we miss this location, not only would we not get a chance to wound here, but then Wed would be moved all the way over here and take 1 damage, which could be to the head, and it could kill him again. Or at the very least make him roll on the table. So, let's go here. In fact, if we crit, it'll also make it easier to wound the next location. So let's go. So a 4 and up will wound. Ah, damn it. So close. So 5 is a wound. And if the attacker has 3 or higher understanding, the sound of cracking ribs is encouraging, and the attacker gains 1 survival. Nice. So that's just good stuff. Now, let's go for the back. Beast's back. 5, that is a wound. Nice. So we don't have to worry about the failure reaction. Yo, we've already dealt 4 wounds. This is a little crazy. So that was Madot's turn. We could move with him. Actually, 1, 2, 3. I can move right here. But Roger Whittaker's children's album is on there? Yeah, no, archive.org has a lot of good stuff. So we can move there and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, damn it. Let's see. What do I want to do with Madot? Oh yeah, this has more tokens on it now. Because, Wed took the damage. Wait, no, that was from... No, yeah, no, this has 3 tokens on it now. Yeah, we're good. So the lion's gonna get like an extra attack, which is not good. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let's take the accuracy debuff from not attacking on the whatever. We should be fine. So that's Madot's turn. Awuni. Let's see. Bone axe. Yeah. Let's go. Yep. So 2 speed. It's on a 6 and up. That's 1 hit. Ooh, Glorious Mane. So this is impervious. Impervious hit locations cannot be wounded. A wound or critical wound will not remove an AI card or defeat the monster. But if we crit, we get a resource, which is actually very, very, very good. Come on. Ah, damn. Nothing. All right. Let's leave Awuni there. Hopefully, the lion will attack him. Wait, no, it's gonna attack. Yeah, it's gonna at the start of the turn. It's gonna perform a basic action, which will be, yeah, closest survivor and field of view, not threat. So, wait. Field of view. Okay, that does include. That's not facing. So that will include Awuni, so he's good there. He's good there. Alright. And now E-Ghost. We can bring him all the way up here and then spend his action to move onto the stone face. So range of 6. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if he's over here, he gets +2 range from being on the stone face. And +2 accuracy. I could end the turn here, or I could spend 1 survival just to throw in an attack. That could be good. But spending survival just to deal damage might not be the best option. Let's go to the next turn. So the white lion will start of the turn. There we go. Basic action. Oh. So 2 speed, whatever. Closest survivor. I will pick Iwuni because the man has infinite dodge. Let's go. Slippery as an eel. So let's see, 5 evasion. So yeah, 7 and up will hit. And that is not 7 or higher. That is incredibly based. So now the card for the turn, Combo Claw. Closest threat, facing, in range. Alright, a Woony. Accuracy 4 and up. Okay, now he's got 5 evasion, so 9 or higher will be a hit. So, let's go. 2 6s. This man is untouchable. Let's go. So, also this card has, if it deals damage more than once, so if, first of all, if the lion has higher speed modifier and gets, whatever. So, if both of those attacks hit, then it gets to go again. Only 1 AI card left in the deck and 3 in the discard. Nice. Oh yes. So, knockdown survivors, you can't act while you're knocked down. The only thing you can do is use survival to dodge. And you get up at the end of the next monster turn. So, if you get knocked down during the monster's turn, you have to wait through the next survivor turn. And then at the end of that, you get back up. So, oops. There we go. So, we don't want Iwuni right there. Madot, let's see. We can take the risk with Madot. That'll be fun. So, let's go ahead and attack from the back. Yeah. So, 2, 7, 6 and up. Because of blind spot. Nice. 2 hits. We might draw the trap card at this point. Nope. So, Tricep. Only a failure. We can knock him down. And discard the mood. Or Temple. Failure. Basic action as well. Give a... Are you gonna hit the sack? Alright, have a good night, Victus. Don't let the bedbugs bite. There we go. So, let's go for the tricep first. Because if the monster is knocked down, you ignore all reactions. So, we won't have to worry about this. So, let's go. 7 is not a crit, but that is a wound. So, no reaction. And we deal 1 damage. And let's go. Alright. 3 is a failure. So, Madot is gonna get basic actioned. Unfortunately. Alright, let's roll for it. There we go. How much 2 evasion. So, let's see. 4 and up. So that's only 1 hit. So he'll take 1 damage to the head. So he does get knocked down. Unfortunately. Alright. Now, let's see. Wed. Let's take Wed to go attack from behind. Nah. Let's go with Iwuni, because he's got the bone axe. So, 5 and up will hit. That's 1 hit. Oh, and that's the trap card. So, each monster has a trap card. This is to keep you from just going through the whole hit location deck super fast. So, the attacker is caught in the White Lion's ruse and is savagely mauled. Attacker is doomed, and perform basic action, target the attacker. So doomed means you can't do anything until the card is resolved. So we have to take this on the chin. That is 1 hit. Yeah, basic attack. So 7 and up hits. So 1 damage to the head. Luckily, Iwuni is actually armored to the head. He's got the rawhide headband. So, there we go. Wait, no, he's not knocked down, not knocked down. He didn't take a heavy injury. We're good. So, and now the whole hit location gets shuffled back in. There we go. Now, oh yeah, Maddox took his turn. Awuni, we'll move him to the side, like that, for his movement, and then end the turn. And now Wed gets a turn. Yeah, let's attack with Wed from the back. And let's see how it goes. 0 hits. Okay. Now, E-Ghost. This man is jacked. So, we've got Bone Darts, which he's got +1 speed. So Bone Darts, by default, only have 1 speed. But since he ate the delicious pork, the long pork known as Pig D8, he's got +1 speed. So he rolls 2. Alright. So, you normally hit on 7 and up, but he gets bonus accuracy from being on top of the giant stone face. And yeah, that's it. So, 5 and up would hit. So that's only 1 hit. Alright, soft belly. So, we'll wound on a 3 and up. If we get a 10, we crit. Now, finally, the first crit of the stream. So, a debilitating blow to the soft belly. So on a crit, we get 1 random White Lion resource. Which is fantastic. We did it, boys. And just a piece of white fur. Good. That does give us a higher chance of getting the Eye of Cat. And now, persistent injury. So, instead of going in the discard pile, this goes over here. So, the White Lion's intestines hang from the wound on its gut, dragging on the floor. At the start of every monster turn, before it draws an AI card, roll 1d10. On a result of 1, the monster suffers 1 wound. Taking a cat's eye? Based. Absolutely. This cat is kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Alright, that was everyone's turn. Now, next turn. So, it's easy to forget. It's a little bit too easy to. Oh wait. Speaking of forgetting, how much damage happened last turn? Just 1 on Awuni's head, I believe. All right. So let's roll for the soft belly, the organ trail. Makes sense. Karagi would be against the big cat. Yeah. Based. So we didn't get the free damage. And this card gets shuffled back in. Alright. Wait, oh, I succeeded on wounding. I should have, I didn't actually deal damage. I don't think. I don't think I moved 1 over. Whatever. I'll do it anyways. Alright, so. We drew Combo Claw. Closest threat, facing in range. The only survivor is a Awuni-kun that's facing. So, there we go. It only hits on a 9 and up. So, let's freaking go. That is 1 hit. Okay, we can finally show off dodging. Well, even then, let's see if this is to anywhere relevant. The head. Yeah, I'll show off dodge. So, you can spend 1 survival once per round. Oh, should explain over here. Yeah, and survival actions. You may spend survival to perform the following survival actions if you have them unlocked. So, dodge, just avoid the damage from a hit. So, we can just spend 1 survival to not take that damage. Alright. And, yeah. There's the monster turn. Yeah, now we're doing pretty well. Maddox got knocked down during the survivor turn. Now it's the next monster turn, so he's good. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Let's attack with E-Ghost first. Yeah. So, 2 bone darts.
Not quite your time to go. The
Hmm.
first one said, "Now look,
That is
let's
1 hit,
do
because he's on top, plus 2 accuracy.
Ed says that there's another
So,
ship
Beast
not
Temple,
far away
failure,
at all.
basic action.
You still have 2 good
Hmm,
arms,
so
my
let's
friend,
try it.
so grit your teeth and crawl."
Oh no,
They winked
a
out
1. That was a failure.
clamped down. He thought he
So,
could move no more.
yo,
One appeared
nice. He's just outside of the monster's range.
Come on to my
So, the monster will
You'll make
just,
it. I
you don't have to pick the target. It specifies targeting the attacker. So, he'll move and attempt to attack. But, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he can't reach. Nice. And now his rump is sticking out. So, let's go for it. Do we go with Wed? Yeah. Take Wed back here. And now we'll attack. Bone Blade. Nothing spectacular. So 5 and up will hit. Nothing spectacular. That's his turn. Madot. LBK. 6 and up will hit. No. Ah! And Iwune. What will bring victory? Hopefully. Let's put Iwune there. He can't actually reach. We can show off the rawhide headband, I guess. So, because we've got the other half of a blue affinity below it, we do get to use the ability to reveal the top 2 cards of the AI deck and put them back in any order. There's only 1 card in there right now, so we just look at it basically. I'll put it back in this order. Interesting. So if we're insane, we could just let the monster heal up back to full, and then try to get more crits to get more resources. But that's a little bit cheesy. And okay, it is incredibly cheesy and should not be done if you value your own time. There we go. So, monster has no wounds. It does have wounds. So, it ain't easy being cheesy. Absolutely. It is a little easy. Well, you can definitely overextend. So, we'll move the white line directly away from all survivors. Turn to face the closest survivor and heal 1. I think going like this moves it the furthest from all survivors. Yeah. So, turn to face, closest, and there we go. And now return it to the top of the monster's AI deck. So, now Lick Wounds is on top. Yeah, the real cheese is just crit farming in the Antelope. Because the Antelope's instinct or basic action, one of the two, is basically a heal. So you can get a couple more wounds in than you normally would be able to if you try hard enough. So let's see. Yeah, let's try to attack with E-Ghost first. Alright, so 7 and up. 1 hit. What kind of... Oh wait, no, 5 and up, because we're on top. Can I choose it like spray cheese? A little bit. It is filling. Right, yeah, that is 2 hits. 6 and a 9. Nope, there's the trap card. Damn it. I think that would be a good place to move it to. Oh no. That is the shortest path and the best place I think I can put it. Yeah, no, it's dangerously cheesy. So, Yeah, if you draw the trap card, if you draw multiple cards and you draw the trap, you just perform the trap. It's annoying. So, E-Ghost is gonna get basic actioned. Let's see, he's only got 1 evasion. Good morning, Noodles. I don't think you've been made a survivor yet. Yeah, you're still on the list. Let's see. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're 27th. What else is left? Long have you waited to manifest your mass? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright. So I think that is 2 hits. E-Ghost is taking damage to the head twice. God damn it. Game is pretty neat. Yeah, it is very neat. Yeah, there's a lot of flavor in the different monster decks, you know? There's a lot. 2. So, because we took Survival of the Fittest, each survivor has 1 lifetime reroll. An egg is basically all heads, so this is really bad. Oh, this is E-Ghost, not egg. So we can use E-Ghost's like his 1 reroll to reroll this. We could also use 1 from another survivor, but we'll use E-Ghost's. Egg Ghost. 1. Fuck. We can use other people's rerolls as well. It might be worth it. Yeah, Wed has the least in terms of cool stuff so far. Wed, save this man. 4. That's still decapitation. Madot is almost up to max understanding. Iwuni has cool stuff. Let's go. 3. Stunk cost fallacy. Stunk cost fallacy. Let's go. Yeah, so if this is 1 to 4, he's just dead. 5. God damn it. This is horrible. Intracranial hemorrhage. You can no longer use or gain any survival. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Gain 1 bleed token. So that's a bad one. There is a way to heal that though, so hopefully we'll get that. But for now, E-Ghost now kind of sucks. Oh no, not fighting art. Poor man. Oh, went right to it. Nice. So, yep. So now he can't dodge, encourage, or overcharge. Oops. Where's a surge? There we go. Nah, whatever. The name isn't too important, but yeah, he can't use any of these now. Well, I might as well. Nah, whatever. That is actually horrible. Yeah, and the trap card was in the top 3 cards. That sucks. Well. I guess E-Ghost can now move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Let's get him out of there. Let's have Iwuni right here. So... let's see. Now let's... nah, whatever. So... let's see, Iwuni has Bone Axe. So... 5 and up will hit. That's 1 hit. Okay. Alright, chest. So, if we fail, he'll run away. Come on. A 3 and up is a wound because of our massive strength and Bone Axe. That's nice. So, there goes. Let's see. Yeah, it was lick wounds. But we saw it last turn, so that's good, that's good, that's good. Iwuni's turn. Neither of these nerds can actually hit. Well, I can go there and spend my action, get up on any space on the stone face, and let's show off Surge. Yeah, this shouldn't be there. It doesn't really make a difference, but it makes it look a little bit better. Overcharge is something later, but so we'll just spend another action, get another action, and spend it immediately, and we'll use that to attack with the Lion Beast Guitar. So 7 and up hits. Ah, damn it. There goes his turn. Now Wed, Wed ain't looking too hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll spend the action to actually activate the tall grass. So, now he's not a threat until he moves out of the tall grass or attacks. So, oh yeah, we took 2 damage with E-Ghost. There should be 3 counters on this, so whatever. Yeah, the lion's going to basic attack. Alright. So, closest survivor, field of view. There we go. Iwuni is slippery as all hell. Let's go. That is... don't kill Wed. I put him in the safe place. No, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's good. He's good. So yeah, 7 and up. No, it's combo claw. That was 9 and up. That would be 1 hit. And let's see the location. We don't have any survival on Iwuni anymore. So just 1 to the legs. Put a token on Bloodlust. And now let's roll for Organ Trail. Nope, no free wound. And Vicious Claw. So, random survivor in range. That could target Wed. Oh no. So yeah, highest one will be targeted. No. Frick. So, the line will move right here. The survivor's in the space, so it gets suffers knockback 5, and is knocked down. And so 4 and up will hit. No. He can still dodge. He can still dodge. That's 2 hits. Come on. Okay, to the body. So this is gonna cause bleed either way. If we dodge, Wed won't get knocked down. But that'll be his last survival. Let's go for it. Okay. So he just takes the light injury and gets a bleed token. Alright. Alright, so 2 AI cards left. Oh yeah, and that is one more for Bloodlust. So if anyone takes any more damage next turn, the line will do the attack. Alright. Ewuni got knocked down during the monster turn, so I have to wait until the end of the next monster turn. Wait, is there a box for... There is not a box for... Oh, here's how you set the markers. There we go. But yes, he can't gain or use survival, so he's stuck at 2 forever. But we can encourage... Wait, is Ewuni deaf? No. We can encourage with Madot, spend 1 survival to call out to another knockdown survivor, and they get up. Well, let's do that later. Well, we'll think about that. So we want to get Wed out of the line of fire of the lion. Could just go here and use our action to hide again. Let's see, E-Ghost. He could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go 6 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not in range of... Not in range for bone darts. Damn. No, I mean, I know I could have moved them right there. And, yeah, just attack from the side. No, he could have moved there. Where is he? He was right here, I think. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. If we head here, he won't be in the facing. And, hopefully this will be fine. Okay. Yeah, let's just attack with the bone darts. Alright. So a 7 and up will hit. 2 hits. Okay, he's gonna draw the trap card and die. No, okay, that would have been funny if it did happen. Alright, so that's on a failure. And... Wait. That's 3. Oh yeah, Ewuni got an extra strength from something else. Okay. And it does 2 extra damage. Beast Ear. So on the failure, the monster will jump back 1 space and cancel the other hit. So if we do this one first, we have a better chance of everything working out nicely. Alright. Let's go for it. Hopefully we crit or something. That is a wound. Not a crit. But still a wound. Alright. There we go. Everything worked out fine. And now... Beast Paw. Let's have everything work out. Hopefully. Yo, crit. Let's go. Oh, yeah, and we get a line. Okay. Your attack destroys the white lion's foot. It loses its leverage. The white lion gains -1 movement token. Gain 1 lion claw white lion resource. And it's got a persistent injury as well. So now we get to ignore the effects of grab. So now if the monster, the reaction tells it to go straight forward and do all that nonsense, it'll just knock people down or knock them back and knock down. Also, -1 movement makes things a lot easier. Yeah, this is a nice feature, so now all the movement is calculated for that as well. Just from putting tokens there. It's great. Now we haven't took Ewuni's turn. Or Madot's. I didn't do the damage for that. There we go. And we get 1 white lion claw. So... Nah. Lion claw. Shuffle. There we go. Alright. Now... Let's encourage with Madot right now. and then take his turn. So we can just head right behind and attack with our LBK. So hopefully we'll get another crit. We didn't even hit. Damn it. Alright, let's go in front of the lion. Yeah, it doesn't matter which space. And attack with the bone axe. Actually, whatever. But we can right now. We can surge with Madot. I'll spend the survival to surge. So that is a hit because 7 and up plus 1 from behind. All right, beast's flank. So if we wound, well, if we wound, we'll just kill the monster. Come on. That is not a wound. So we would have gained the priority target token, but we would have just killed it. So that doesn't matter. Alright, now Woony can take his turn. Alright. Sit right in front of the lion. For good measure. Come on. No hits. Good morning. I don't know, Scrub. Nope. Oh, you aren't on the list. Alright. Well, I guess if you're gonna lurk, you don't have to be added to the list of survivor names. But next turn. There we go. Alright, beginning of the turn. Let's check Organ Trail. So if this is a 1, the monster just dies. Nope. So, there's no AI cards. We still have to deal 1 more damage. But there's no AI cards, so the monster will perform basic action. So, closer survivor, field of view, we can choose Iwuni. Alright, come on. Let's go. 7 and up hits. That's two 7 and ups. So that is 2 hits. Right. Put on another album. Let's see. Oops. I don't need that note card there. But yeah, so 1 damage to 2 locations. Body and waist. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing bad happens. Is it some tavern music? Yeah, it's great. This is the first album. I already played it. I just forgot and wanted to listen to it again. But Iwuni ended up fine because he's actually armored. All right. Now I want to move Iwuni out of the way. Yeah, it should be fine. So, attack with the bone axe. I could be greedy and try attacking with the lion beast guitar instead. Yeah, actually, let's be greedy. Let's get more resources and therefore more items and therefore more good stuff. Alright, let's take Madot's turn first. LBK. So 6 and up hits. 2 hits. Interesting. Fuzzy groin or straining neck. Let's go for the groin. So we have a chance of getting a resource out of this. If we wound, the monster's dead. If we crit, we get a resource. And the monster's dead. Oh. That is not even a wound. Good night. Have a good night, Arceal. Yeah, this game is pretty darn cool. So, we didn't manage to hit the monster in the ding-dong hard enough. Yeah, don't let the bedbugs bite, and please don't get hit in the fuzzy groin. Now the neck. This one's interesting because if we crit, we roll 1d10 again to get the chance to just kill the monster. But this is the last wound, so that won't do anything. Classic. So we did get a crit. Never had the right ding-dongs for Poochie. I hit the wrong button. I reset the camera. Well, we killed it anyways. Let me roll the d10. just to see if we would have got the crushed windpipe result.
And the space age began with that surprise.
No, that would have been hilarious though, to get the insta kill on the last hit. But the monster is dead. Get dunked on. So for a level 1, we get 4 lion resources and 4 basic resources. Oops. There we go. Nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, 4 basic, 4 white lion. And we already have the Catarium. Alright. Let's throw all of this in storage. Nice. And these 2 bonus ones that we got. So, there we go. We can turn off the battle UI now. So, that was the hunt. The hunt and showdown. Alright. Time for the real gamer stuff. Let's double check the order of everything. Set up Survivor's Return. Gain Endeavors. So we'll actually get 5 Endeavors because Madot has Tinker. So that's just good. No. There we go. I like putting them over here just because it looks nice. Now, let's see. Update timeline. So, let's see. Also, there we go. Oh, I like marking down the hunt that we took. So, white lion level 1. Now, settlement event. All right, let's see what we get. Clinging mist. Oh shit. This could be very interesting. This could be very interesting. Okay, so it says right here we're supposed to heal returning survivors at this point, but on a certain result. No, this is anti-Yab. This is hilarious. This is a new game plus, maybe. So, let's see. So, if we roll an 8, 9, or 10, returning survivors must go on another hunt immediately, or become the starting survivors for a new settlement, starting with the first story settlement phase. So, we could new game plus this early on, with all these resources and all of these items that we have, which would be interesting. Let's so we'll just have a stronger settlement. You can get this any year, and if you don't have the guidepost, you can you can just new game plus at like year like 29 or something. All right. 2. So where mist touches skin, bright red boils bloom into existence. The painful boils leave the survivors desperately scratching themselves. The returning survivors suffer the worst and must all skip the next hunt. Okay, we could spend lifetime rerolls on these nerds and oh boy, we could just new game plus right now. It's called new game plus, but it's funny. I'm really debating this. Oh, I forgot to give Hunt XP. It basically, we could basically just start an entire new settlement with only these guys. Well, we would get another, we'd get another 6 to 10 other survivors. Okay, now this is actually a question, because the survivor name list is like 50 something long, and we've only gotten 15, 16 of them. But some of these haven't seen any action at all. No. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so I forgot to do Hunt XP. So, not only do you get the rewards and whatnot, but you also get Hunt XP and Weapon Proficiency if you're eligible. So, we'll learn about Weapon Proficiency right now. So, let's go left to right. So, E-Ghost, he has hit the first age milestone. So, and also you can just click on these over here to just go straight to the page. It's great. So, your time in the darkness changes you. Gain the benefits for the Hunt XP milestone you have reached. A survivor may only attain each milestone benefit once a lifetime. So, first, Weapon Proficiency. You may now select a weapon type for Weapon Proficiency. If you wound a monster with the selected weapon type, you're now eligible to gain a proficiency level during the aftermath. So, basically, now we can start, like, getting weapon specialization. Available types are Axe, Bow, Club, Dagger, Fist and Tooth, Grand Weapon, Katar, Shield, Spear, Sword, and Whip. Also, Twilight Sword is one, and Scythe and Katana. But those don't count. Not right now. Also, then we get we roll 2d10 and get a neat little bonus. You can just monk this shit. Fist and Tooth is actually very important to get mastery on. It's very helpful. It's not necessary, but it's really good. And there are fighting arts and abilities that you can get that do improve Fist and Tooth. Let's see, you can get Metal Jaw for sharp and Monster Claw for the, I think, extra strength and accuracy and savage. And if you're playing, I don't remember how you can get Acid Palms, if that's only from the Gorm. And there's Death Touch. Yeah. If you are going hardcore, you can actually just get incredible Fist and Tooth bonuses. We'll see some of that stuff maybe. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and clean up Showdown. Nice. That is dare I say, based. You can just do that. But let's take a look at weapon proficiency, because this is actually important. Twilight Sword is a special case. It's very silly. Alright. So let's so Community Edition actually changed quite a few of these. Or not quite a few, but the worst ones. And made them more interesting. And there we go. So the ones we are gonna want to look at are Fist and Tooth and Shield, first of all. And then all the ones with Community Edition changes. And I guess the ones that are unchanged from core. Also, Bow is a very good option. So. What else was I gonna do? So, weapon proficiency, 3 points, you get the specialization bonus, which are these cards. At 8, you get mastery. which I'll explain in one moment. So, Fist and Tooth specialization. So, you can stand if you're knocked down at the start of the monster's turn or survivor's turn once per round. So, that part earlier where characters were losing out on turns because they were knocked down during the monster turn and whatnot, this helps with that a lot. You won't have to spend survival on encouraging knockdown survivors. And let's see. So that's what you get when you reach 3 proficiency. Now, once you hit 8, you unlock mastery, which is an innovation. We'll see when I finish the text. I'll explain that. So, while the survivor is a Fist and Tooth master, they gain +2 permanent accuracy and permanent strength. And yeah. So with when attacking with any weapon. Do you get to use a specialization even if you don't equip the weapon? Yes. Absolutely. Most of it refers to with the weapon, but Fist and Tooth, you always have Fist and Tooth. And then the other paragraph. All survivors gain Fist and Tooth specialization in addition to their other weapon proficiencies. So, if one survivor reaches mastery, everyone gets the specialization benefits. It's good. So, we want at least one Fist and Tooth master. And getting that mastery bonus is great for any character. It's not the most incredible game-breaking thing, but it's incredibly solid. Same with... And then now let's go into shield. You can't attack with shields. They do have, like, attack profiles like other weapons. But... So... While a shield is in your gear grid, you are no longer knocked down after collision with a monster. So, if the monster runs into you, you don't get knocked down. And, while a shield is in your gear grid, add 1 armor to all hit locations. So, shields normally add 1 armor to all hit locations, or more. I think there are some that don't add any, that are kind of lame. But, this is just more armor, just more survivability. And so if you get someone to mastery, everyone, even if they aren't going into shield proficiency, will get this bonus. If they're holding on to a shield, which is great. So let's do the math. So rawhide headband, 1 armor for one spot in your gear grid. A shield, so like a leather shield, would be 2 to each location. So that would be 10 armor for 1 spot in your gear grid. That's efficient. And mastery is a little bit of a gimmick. It's good for tanking. So, when a shield master is adjacent to a survivor that is targeted by a monster, they may swap spaces and become the target instead. The master must have a shield to perform this. So, yeah, all masteries give all survivors the specialization benefits. And bow specialization is nice. So, you can, when you attack with the bow, you reroll all of your misses once. So, once per attack. So, you just, you just have a higher chance to hit. But, if you're a bowmaster, all bows in your gear grid gain Deadly 2. So, it adds 2 luck. So, let's say... So yeah, just by default, if you have no extra luck, you are critting on an 8, 9, or 10. And ignore cumbersome. So all bows have cumbersome, so you have to spend movement and an action to attack with a bow. So this means you can move and attack with a bow, and a much higher chance to crit. If you stack that with other stuff to give you luck and all that stuff, then you can do some good stuff. Let's go through the other ones, I guess. So axes. So those are the important ones. Bow mastery is beautiful to have on one person. Or just to have on anyone. There are ways to train up weapon proficiency faster than just going on hunts. Fist and Tooth and Shield are not necessary, but a huge help to have, like, at least one master in your settlement. Now, axes are okay. So when you're attacking with an axe, if you fail to wound, you can ignore that and just try to wound again. It's not too impressive. You just get to reroll a wound attempt. Mastery. So, if you wound a location that can be a persistent injury, then you crit instead, which is neat. It's not that impressive. Some monsters don't even have crit locations. Oh, just one. But that is nice. Grand weapon proficiency. So, just +1 accuracy when attacking with a grand weapon, and when attacking with a grand weapon during your turn, if you critically wound, the monster is knocked down. So what this means is you can't like knock a monster down during its turn, but knocking a monster down is fantastic, because that means instead of having to check against the weapon's accuracy, you just hit on a 3 and up with any weapon, with anyone, while a monster's knocked down, and you ignore reactions. It's great. You just wail on a monster. All right, and then mastery. If you get a perfect hit, so if your hit check, if you roll a 10, then cancel all reactions, which is great. Because yeah, most reactions are negative, as you saw. Now there's only like 1 or 2 per monster that will be positive, if that. So most of it is like, if you fail, the monster will perform a basic attack on you. Stuff like that. So getting to ignore that is great. Sword is whatever. So when you attack with a sword, so after you draw the locations, instead of choosing the order and then attempting to wound them one at a time, you make a roll and then attempt to wound a location. It's fine. It makes you a little bit safer. So if you have a location with like a failure reaction and like a wound reaction that are both bad, you roll and then you can check whether you're gonna wound or not, and then choose which one you attack. And then mastery, just +1 accuracy, strength, and speed. Yeah. Okay, spear specialization is very interesting. So, once we get the lion's eye, the cat eye circlet, this will be very important, because we will be able to know when the trap is coming up. So, when attacking with a spear, if you draw a trap, roll a d10. On a 7 or higher, cancel the trap, and then just shuffle everything back in and draw a new card. So that's pretty damn good. You can have someone working as bomb defusal, basically. It's an interesting tactic. And then the mastery's a bit weird. So, if you hit with a spear, you can spend 1 survival to gain the priority target token. If you hit the monster from directly behind another survivor, so say the monster is right here, now I can do a little circle, and there's someone between you and the monster, you can make them get the priority target token. Spear is someone you want speed with? Maybe. You generally don't want speed on anyone. You want low speed, but more importantly, you want high strength. Because the fewer locations that you draw, the fewer reactions that you get. But yeah, high speed on a bomb defusal unit is pretty good. But now, okay. Who was it? Mirkern. So, he's got -1 speed, and he got the -1 strength, which sucks. But with that -1 speed, Guitar Mastery might be useful. So, when attacking with a guitar, cancel reactions on the first selected hit location. So, with only 1 speed, he can only draw 1 location, and therefore, just cancel the reactions on that location. So, a very, very, very safe attack. In Mastery, if you're Guitar Master, gain 1 evasion token on perfect hit, And when you're knocked down, remove all +1 evasion tokens. That's okay. It does benefit speed now that I think about it. That's kind of interesting. But it's weird because specialization it encourages low speed. But it's pretty neat. That's an interesting strategy. Now, these are the Community Edition changed ones. I don't remember the exact ones for vanilla. But, so, with the dagger, when you attack with a dagger, after drawing hit locations, reveal an additional hit location for each perfect hit. And then, select hit locations equal to the number of hits, and place unresolved cards back on top in any order. And when you attack from the blind spot, gain +1 to your perfect hit range. So basically, instead of you get a pick which locations you target. The problem, so most daggers have high speed and low strength, which isn't good. But some of them do have interactions with perfect hits. Now, so basically, if you get a perfect hit, you get 1 extra hit location to select from. And oh, interesting. So, you get an additional +1 to perfect hit range when attacking with daggers. There are fighting arts that hook into your perfect hits and whatnot. So like, if you get a perfect hit, you get +2 strength for the rest of the attack. Stuff like that. Now, oh shit. While attacking from the monster's blind spot with a dagger, add a d10 strength to each wound attempt. So, that's an average of 5.5 strength. So that's pretty good, actually. Now I might want to try out a dagger master, just because you can't do that in vanilla. The vanilla daggers are pretty poor. Whip specialization. So there are a couple hunt events that actually you get better results if you have a whip. So that's kind of the niche for whips. There are a couple of good ones. There's like one or two good ones. Well, there's only like 3 whips in vanilla. But anyways, so +1 strength, so you just wound more consistently. And when you wound with a whip, instead of moving the top card of the AI deck, you can move the top card of the discard pile. So, yeah, normally, I might as well. Should have done this earlier. For showing off stuff. Let's just delete these nerds. So let's say the line used this attack or whatever. Vicious Claw, whatever. So, if I successfully wounded, instead of moving whatever card was on top, I could move the one that I already know what it is into the wound stack. If I really didn't want that to happen again. So that does give you some more options for pruning the AI deck. And now, Mastery, you get +3 strength in addition to whip specialization. Rip deleted nerds. They don't need to rest in peace. But I believe original whip mastery was +3 or +4 strength, and you didn't get any extra strength. So all whips have very low strength, which is annoying. But whenever a whip master hits the monster with a whip, they gain the priority target token. So, let's see. If you're... Okay. So here's one way to use that. So, you can attack. If you hit, you get the priority target token, so use your action to do that. And then you can dash. You can move for your turn and then dash to get as far away from the monster as possible. And even if you're out of range, the AI targeting doesn't matter. The monster will target you instead of anyone else. And if you're out of range of the monster, then it'll just walk over towards you and waste its turn. So that's an interesting option. Club specialization. Let's see. +1 accuracy with clubs. When you wound the monster with a club, at the end of your attack, reveal the top 2 AI cards, and then place them back on the top in any order. Okay, yeah, it was nothing like this in vanilla. I believe, for some reason, clubs had mechanics tying them to perfect hits. I don't know why, but this is much more interesting. So, you can do some AI deck manipulation with this. Just bashing a monster's brain to make it do what you want. Now, Mastery, an additional +1 accuracy, and on a perfect hit, double your wound attempt for each wound attempt. So, that's pretty damn good. So, when you add your strength and all that stuff together, you just double it. So, one of the things is that the final boss, the Gold Smoke Knight, has like 30 toughness. It did like 30 or like 20 something, like 25. We've got monsters with 8 toughness. Our weapons have like 3 strength, so we'd only be able to wound on 10s. But let's see. What do we want Egos to start training in? He's got intracranial hemorrhage, so I actually don't want him doing Fist and Tooth. I might have him working towards something else instead, because we want to get Fist and Tooth and Shield early. We don't even have any shields to use right now. But yeah, Egos is not going to be going out on hunts for a while. Let's go ahead and... Maybe we can start working him towards... Grand Weapon? Good morning, Pig. You just missed an incredible explanation of weapon specialization and masteries. What you fighting? Cat's dead. Now I'm deciding what to spec my characters into, basically. Maybe he'd make a good bowmaster. It's an interesting idea. Did anyone get hurt real bad? E-Ghost now has an intracranial hemorrhage. He can no longer use or gain any survival. So he's not in a good spot. And Wed is deaf. Yeah. Deaf isn't that bad. As long as you're not trying to tank, you can, that can help with a DPS or support character. Funnily enough, you can still encourage while you're deaf, I believe. So you can just say words that you don't understand. I mean, let's try for club. Well, we can change this at any time, actually. I don't know why I'm fretting over this. If you change weapon proficiency, you do lose all points that you had before. But we don't have any points yet. Also, let's see. Where is it? Age. There we go. We also get something nice. Let's go ahead and clone this. So, let's see. So we roll 2d10 and get something nice. Ooh, 19. +1 permanent luck is insane, but we didn't get that. We just got +1 permanent accuracy, which is very good. The E-Ghost is going nuts. Now, let's see. Let's finish giving everyone hunt XP. Unicorn, nothing. No milestone. Madot. Bam. Let's put him on Fist and Tooth. I can fit the whole fist and tooth sentence in there. There we go. So, let's see what bonus he gets. Most likely, a random fighting art. 4. +1 permanent strength? That's not bad. That will actually help a lot with getting fist and tooth mastery. Alright. And... Wed is up to 1 hunt XP. Oh yeah, and... So we had the opportunity to try for New Game Plus. But we don't need that. I don't want that also. No event on the timeline. And let me go ahead and put this on. What was it? Just to record what we had happen. Oh yeah. This should have been on there beforehand. Now, let's see. Yeah, all of these characters have to skip the next hunt, unfortunately. And... let's see. We can heal and reset everyone. Send them back to the settlement. I don't remember if anyone else had to skip the next hunt. Yeah, just 4. We're good. Okay. Now... what do we... okay. Now we can get into our resource management. So... let's see. I can go ahead and reset all this stuff. Delete all of these and call it a day. There we go. Now... so, now we got all these resources. Oh. First of all, I want to... so... where is he? Yeah, Iwuni has Matchmaker. So... oh, I mean, I can show the ability over here. So, when you are a returning survivor, once per year, you may spend 1 endeavor to intimacy. Let's see. So, let's go ahead and do that right now. Just to get a new baby. Hopefully. Let's see. Who hasn't been interacted with at all? Did we have... I don't think we had Bingo Congo Dango. Caleb Baby. We could get a Caleb Baby. That's in about, like, 15 survivors. No. Bingo Congo Dango. And... Daishima. So, this is our pair for this intimacy. We are, in fact, shipping. Alright. So, we pick the lowest. 4. 4 is just simply +1 population. If we tried to reroll, we would probably end up worse off. And even if we did get higher, if we got 5 or higher, we'd still get the same result. This is good. We did it. Let's see. Oh shit, we hit 15 survivors at the start of this. Okay. Hold on. We have to... we live in a society. Well, let's do this right now. Who cares? Wait. No, let's, no, we have to figure out our society first. So... timeline... We reached 15 population because we got 1 survivor during the hunt. Let's see. We live in a society. Alright. There once was a mad woman who spent her days talking to the darkness. One day, it spoke back. Choose one, collective toil or accept darkness. So, we can either... Oh, this is changing CE. Oh. This is entirely changed. Interesting. So, accept darkness is an interesting choice. So, the settlement no longer fears the darkness. Letting go means your resolve cannot be cracked. So, add +2 to all brain trauma rolls. Now, good morning, Mighty Germ. You're on the list, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's all great. We could be true gamers. So, instead, 1 to 2 is instant death on brain trauma. So, instead, now our floor is 3. So we get 3 to 12 for our rolls. On a 10 though, is clarity. So we can still die, but it's interesting. So, you're knocked down. Add your current survival to insanity and reduce your survival to 0. So just convert all of your survival to insanity. That's not good. It should be... let me double check then. Yeah. 30th place. Nice. But yeah, and get a random disorder. If you already have three disorders, then you die. So it's fine. It's not that bad. So it makes it a lot harder to die from brain trauma. But the other option is collective toil. Your settlement leans into the storm. If everyone holds strong, you will triumph. Whatever. So the settlement is no longer required to spend endeavors to innovate. You still need to spend the other stuff, and activation costs that require endeavors are reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1. So, there's a thing that you can do in vanilla called population... the option is accept or reject the society we live in. Absolutely. So. Well, So, instead of, So, in vanilla, you get, it was just simply... At the start of each lantern year, you get 1 endeavor for every 10 population. So, let's see. There's an innovation called Founder's Eye. This one is also changed. No? No, face paint. So, the Founder's Eye endeavor or whatever. So, you can get +1 to all your rolls on the Intimacy Store event. So, Community Edition simply changes it to say once per lantern year. In vanilla, you can stack that bottom effect. So, you can get to the point where you always get twins. If you spend enough endeavors, you can get to the point, at the very least, even with Survival of the Fittest, if you roll a 1, you'll still get a population. There's another innovation where newborn survivors start with 2 understanding and 2 courage, I believe. And with graves, you get 1 understanding. Basically, newborn children, new babies, will immediately trigger insight. And they can get the result of +1 endeavor. So, and if you get it high enough that you're getting twins, then you just get a bunch of children. And you can use because if you have Survival of the Fittest, they also come with rerolls. So each of those newborns has a lifetime reroll, which you can use to spend on anything really. So you can use that to reroll that kind of stuff. So then you get population, you get endeavors back, you spend some rerolls or whatever, and you do that a bunch. And then you just have a huge population number. And then next year, Collective Toil will give you, like, a large number of endeavors, and then you just... That's how you break vanilla. You can actually just go infinite in this game. In the weirdest way possible. But yeah, anyways. I think Collective Toil might still be the better option. Embrace Darkness is fun. Let's see. It's interesting. Oh, adding murder sucks. Interesting. Either way, we're gonna lose one population. I think Collective Toil is better. At the very least. So if you're a new player, you can choose Accept Darkness. Be the Joker as a gamer. They sell me a little bit. Well, I haven't played with Collective Toil. What would we be able to do with all of our extra endeavors at the moment? I do like the Joker smile. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go gamer mode. Let's take murder on next year. Let's go, boys. So, accept darkness. The darkness spoke startling truths. It told the people they were monsters just like the ones they hunted. The people accepted their monstrosity and their place stalking in the darkness. Add murder to the next year on the timeline. Oh yeah, it's gamer time. Murder right before the butcher. Based. There we go. Murder is a pain in the ass. Based. Become the beast you hunt. Yeah, no, well, the survivors are obviously, well, explicitly and obviously not humans. So, gain society principle. Based. And let's see what happens. 1. So 1 to 5, nominate up to 4 survivors, each gains 10 insanity. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, the Kasodic disorder, yeah, that's one of the good ones. Well, we're gonna experience murder next year. I'll show it off right now because this is important. Where is it hiding? There we go. So, this is changed in Community Edition because it's not fun in it's something in the vanilla game. So, here's I think this is the only change, is that top line. So, if murder was drawn from the settlement event deck, add murder to the following year on the timeline as a timeline event, then discard this and draw a new one. So originally, it's just, you draw this and then the returning survivors arrive at the settlement to find out that someone has been murdered. I think it's returning survivors with this as well. I don't know. But basically, this is something. So, the non-returning survivor with the highest hunt XP in the settlement is the victim. They are dead. The murderer, the non-returning survivor with the highest insanity, was caught in the act and awaits punishment. And then, this is different based on what society you have. So, with Accept Darkness, either, so, as gamers, either the murderer is slaughtered and their blood is painted onto the bodies of the survivors, empowering them, making the departing survivors cooler. Or the murderer becomes the undisputed boss of the settlement and gains plus 3 hunt XP. And each player selects 1 fighting art and 1 disorder. The murderer must take all of them, replacing any existing fighting arts or disorders. So, King Gamer may exist. Incredibly based. Anyways, we have our child now. Wait, what? Oh, this just explains specialist and, okay, interesting. So, where are we? Oh yeah, we had a new baby. Number 15. 5 edgy 7U. Oh, you have no idea. Who's next? Heg Groomer. There he is. The other option looked cringe. You look kind of cringe, buddy. So, 1 strength and 1 evasion for survival of the fittest. Oh, I forgot that with them as well. And yeah. Yeah, no one has died other than Pig. Okay. Now we have 4 endeavors and a bunch of resources to use this on. Hold on. So, let's see. So yeah, next year, whoever has the highest hunt XP that we leave behind is going to be murdered. In case of tie, you get to choose. But we'll have to keep that in mind. Well, actually, we do have all of the returning survivors have to skip the next hunt because of the event that we drew. So it'll either be Madot or E-Ghost. That sucks. Well. Oh yeah, we get to select 4 survivors to gain +10 insanity. That makes the murderer Poochie? Yeah, well, no. Because of our, he has the highest insanity. No, we get to select some to have the, to get +10 insanity. We could just have our new guys get that. Oh, who's the murderer? We don't know yet. We haven't gotten that far. Well, let's just select these guys. Well, Iwuni just went out. And Heg Groomer wasn't even born at this point. Yeah, let's select people that haven't really gone out. Maybe we could have... No. Let's have someone fresh become the murderer. Roll a 1d16. No. Nah, this is fine. Let's see.
I was born of a dream on a drafting board, all the years it took to fill NASA's blind.
There we go.
With tons of thrust, you sent me forth.
Upstart teenager got too bored and shanked the dude. Got too crazy, too loco. And we can make another child with love juice as well. Interesting. It's a choice. So for resources we have almost no organs. That is kind of lame. Is Karagi born yet? No. Now I am actually considering not using the love juice. But yeah, it's sex time. Let's go. Yeah, next we got Banira Puni, Corpse, Junie, Almas LT, Karagi, Sardriner, Nekarine, Nesnamus, Dr. McJones, Noodles, and then Clavio, Spooky Snep, Mighty Germ. There's cool guys going all the way down. One of them is gonna die anyways. Oh yeah. We've got 4 bones. 3 hide. Well, we'd have to use this for innovating if we're gonna innovate this year. Let's see. I really want to finish off more rawhide sets. Music to kill too. Absolutely. It's great. Let's see. What would I even do with those organs? Let's see. So we could start working on... Oh, don't have enough organs to even get Lucky Charms active. Actually, damn it. Is there anything that we can make with hide and bones that would... Yeah, bandages. So a Lucky Charm. So, if you have two, if you make 2 blue affinities with this bad boy out in your gear grid, you get +1 luck, which means more crits, which means more resources. So ideally, you have some dude with this and Lion Beast guitar, so he crits on an 8 and up. I really want one of those. Let's see. But, do we have anyone almost at 3 understanding? We do. E-Ghost, unfortunately. With his permanent brain damage. Iwuni. Interesting. Yeah, let's see if we can... And Wed. Let's make Iwuni a little bit cooler. Yeah. So, we can use our endeavors to... use the augury. So, the... whatever survivor... let's see. Endeavors to glean the meaning of existence. So, roll on a table. Add a 1 to your roll result if your understanding is 3 or higher. So on a 1 to 3, lose 1 resource. If you do, gain 1 understanding. So it becomes harder to get understanding from that. Let's see. Nah, I think that's how it was spelt. It's been too long. So, let's just roll a d10. Spend 1 endeavor. Alright, boys. 5. Just gain 1 survival. What does our survival limit even look like? 4. Nice. That's not bad. Nice. Yeah, we don't have many sources of free survival yet. So this is actually okay. No, I don't want to delete 2. There we go. Yeah, this is one of the best things that we can spend our endeavors on. Now, we didn't take collective toil, though, so we will have to save 1 for innovating. Alright. 1 survival. And once more, with feeling. Or, hold on. We might be able to do something even more interesting. 3 bone, 1 hide to build the weapon crafter. Where is it? So, we could build a Zanbato. 1 great cat bone, 2 hide. We could spend, like, all of our resources, just about, an incredible amount, to build 1 Zanbato, which is unfathomably based. So, 6 strength. So 1 speed, hits on a 6 and up, 6 strength. Adds slow, so even if you have plus speed, you can only attack with it once per turn. So you only roll 1 dice. It's got deadly, so it crits more easily. And if you fill out, if you get the affinities, it gets devastating. So whenever you deal damage with it, you deal 2 damage instead of 1. So this is a very, very, very good weapon. I don't know if we can actually activate the affinity with it yet. We don't have any source of down red affinities. A skull helm would get us that. We don't have the resource for that. Lion helm. That's not worth it this year. That's too much. Or is it? It's very, very, very good. I think we'd be better off with a full rawhide set. And anything with these lion claws and bones. Okay. Now, let's put this back. Now, let's see. Whoops. No. I hit the camera reset. Okay. So, yeah, let's roll once more on the augury, because this may increase our chances of doing something good. Okay. Let's use the broken lantern. We'll discard that. Shouldn't be deleted. This should go back to resources technically. But so the Lunicon. There we go. This man now understands more. Insight. So, settlement phase epiphany. The hunt, which once filled you with inexorable dread, takes on a new dimension. Your expeditions outside the settlement inspire you with curiosity and wonder. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. So, Tinker, very good. 9, +1 permanent accuracy. So the reason why I did that beforehand is the 1 to 3 result is, if you innovate this phase, draw 1 additional card. So we would have had a better selection of innovations. So, +1 permanent accuracy. And where's the abilities? There we go. Tinker. I need to reset this. No. Yeah, Tinker was still locked out of there. I already took it out. There we go. So you can just drop it on cards like that. Let's go, boys. And now I can, whoops. Now I can just simply delete this. Alright. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and innovate. And then we can decide what to do with our stuff. Yeah, I'll use the... So this is a wild card, basically. It counts as an organ, a bone, and a hide. So you can use it for any of those. It's very nice to have, but... Let's see which of these we need more. We can't make a bow. So, arrows would be a little silly. Could make another Qatar. We could make a spear, which would be useful for the butcher. And, we could keep the lion claw. Or we could keep the cat bone and save that for later. Alright, let's use that one. That and that. So, let's innovate. So we already have Inner Lantern. So we will... I really want Symposium. Let's see. We get to choose one of these two. Ah, frick. This is kind of lame. So, there is a lion hunt event where you can get ammonia for free if someone has 3 or more understanding. And you need this to start making leather gear. And Hovel adds, let's see, it adds a few consequences that aren't that good. So this will gunk up our innovation deck, and we'll have to start taking like suboptimal stuff. We could just get lucky with our future innovations. This is an actual question. Damn. I might fight the lion next year. Hmm. Oh no, I have to think. Yeah, I'll take the hovel. Let's slow. So, survival limit +1. Let's see. There we go. And the party and survivors gain 1 survival. So now we can finally, oops, get some free survival on our survivors. And now, let's see how many we have to add. Settlement watch, partnership, family, and bed. So, with Inner Lantern, we had to add like 1 or we had to add like 2 to the deck. Now we have to add 4 for Hovel. So, bed. So we can remove like broken arms, broken hips, or broken ribs, severe injuries, or ruptured muscles. That's good. Family is pretty good. We can start adding last names to our characters. We can start properly shipping. So newborn survivors inherit the surname of one parent, their weapon proficiency type, and half of their weapon proficiency levels. So this is actually really good. So what you do is you get someone up to master, and then you start pumping out babies with like 4. Yeah, we're getting shipping. Finally, more fanfics to add to your collection. Oh, you don't even know. Partnership. It's okay. But so nominate 2 survivors. They pair off, and each gains the partner ability. A survivor may be nominated for partnership once per lifetime. So you get the partner, whoever. When you arrive, you just get full survival once you show up to the showdown. But you can only nominate each other for intimacy. And one of them dies, the remaining partner gains a random disorder and loses this ability. It's not really worth an innovation early on, but it's there. Settlement watch is interesting. It's not very good if you have survival of the fittest, because everyone already starts out with 1 strength. So if you roll an 8 or higher, it just wastes an endeavor. But that's how it be. Although, oh, that was the whole album of that one as well. What? Oh, there we go. Infinity's End is good. So, well, with the Hovel, if we get really lucky, if we roll a 10 on intimacy, instead of getting twins, we get a savior. But we're rolling with disadvantage, so we'll need 2 10s. Although more likely we'll roll like, oops, where is it? Come on. We'll roll like a 10 and like a 2 or something, and then we have like a 1 in 10 chance, whatever. If we spend our stuff to reroll that, we'll see. Okay. So we have a headband, a vest, and boots for our rawhide set. So let's get into set bonuses. So I really want. Now that I think about it, let's try Love Juice. Let's do a little bit more shipping. We do a little shipping. Who do we pair off? How about Head Groomer and V30? Alright. Alright. Oh yeah. We going in there. Now. Yeah, let's... Well, technically we put this back in like that. Yeah, I guess I should reset this now. I messed up a little bit, technically. Don't worry about it. It's probably not going to be relevant. Besides, if they both die, then we can get more resources. Alright. 6 and 5. So, just +1 population. Alright, where's the button? New survivor. Strength and evasion. Born on year 2? Wait, is this? No, this is year 3. What am I doing? There we go. There we go. Who is this? Who could this be? Yeah. The Nirapuni. Welcome to hell. You bastard. Impreg Fiend. God, Hayden Groomer was pregnant? You monster. Alright. Yeah, if we get a bed, then the new survivor gets 1 permanent strength if we roll a 7 or 8. Didn't stutter, you monster. Alright. Oh, I used that last endeavor on innovating. So, now we've got some bones and some fur. I want to, no matter what, use these on the rest of a rawhide set. So, gloves and pants. There we go. So, gloves, the part get +1 survival, nice. And it has an affinity, it's okay. And pants just do nothing but add 1 armor. The exact same, they work exactly the same as cloth. But we can throw this back. We won't need that cloth forever, basically. Alright. I think I want like that. Probably. So, we now have the complete rawhide armor set. Nice, it's on top. Wait, no, that's white lion, damn it. But yes, each armor set is very interesting. Why is there... Wait, what? Why is there a bone axe in this pile? Hold on, what the fuck? What? That was weird. Anyways, we can just delete these nerds and reset. But there we go. So, also, male and female art are on flip sides, in case you want to see the cool art. So, for having... So you put that there? What do you mean? What did you put where? No. You put the bone axes there? Let's see. Anyway, so, not only do we get the 1 to each location from the armor pieces themselves, we get the 1 to all locations. Oh, okay. As long as you apologize, it's fine. Now, this is actually one of the best armor sets in the game, because when you perform a survival action, roll a d10. On a result of 6 or higher, gain 1 survival. So, you have a 50% chance not to spend your survival when you do stuff like dash or surge or dodge. So early game, this is a fantastic tanking set because now we've got 2 to all locations, and we can spend our survival on dodging and get it back most of the time. Late game, you can spend that survival for surging and dashing, and if you're a DPS, this will protect you from a couple hits, like 1 hit. So it's still actually like really good. But yeah, let me okay, yeah, that was weird. I don't know how that happened. I'll have to call Nintendo. Let's see. But yeah, that is 100% worth it. This is the most cost-efficient set in the whole game, basically. That's gonna last us until year 30, realistically. It's a bit silly. But let's see. Lion bones. Yeah, I should make a spear. There we go. And where is it? King spear. So, for 1 lion claw and 1 great cat bone, we get the spear. So, 2 speed, hits on 6 and up, and has reach 2. This will be important for certain monsters. At the very least, the white lion and the butcher both have things that we don't want to be adjacent to them for. Alright. So, someone can use that. And it doesn't have frail, unlike stuff like the bone blade or the bone axe. And let's see. What else? We've got 1 more bone. It might be a good idea to just save it for next year. So, if we get a large amount of bones, then we can make the bone club or innovate the weapon crafter. And if we get very few bones, we can save that for innovating. Actually, yeah, we've got this hunt and then the butcher next year. So, we won't get resources from the butcher. We'll have to save those. We'll have to save 2 innovations worth of resources if we want to innovate every year. So, we won't be able to use as much stuff as we want to. I think fighting the antelope is the best choice. So, is there anything else that I'm forgetting? But yeah, you can absolutely leave stuff in storage for next year. Also, if we just get an insane amount of resources, we can build a weapon crafter and then build a Zenbato. Yeah, great cat bone to hide. So we're in an okay spot. So what cool stuff happened? Well, we've got a murder next year, so that's interesting. Let's see. Bingo Congo Dango and Daishima had a child, as well as V30 and Hag Groomer. Iwunikun became very powerful. E-Ghost now has a brain hemorrhage, so that sucks. We can fix that. I remember I remember how to do that now, but it's a crapshoot, and so he's useless until then. And Mirkern, still thinking about using him for cool stuff. And yeah, Mike is still not in a good place. Okay, let's see. Who is online right now?
Space, there's more than born
Yeah.
out, said he's
I think
trained to live and see.
a whole nother lantern year would be far too much time for one stream. Especially if we try going hard on the antelope. Does anyone have any raid recommendations? Everyone left is like 40 or above. I mean, let's see.
Well, our engineer could use a hand. We've got First base is a
got any Kit Kat? Kira Cat? Just picked a random and you're recommended? Is that even a VTuber? Dunno. Yeah, I've got. Yeah, I think this is the guy that collabed with Zay that one time and he got super drunk and he beat Donkey Kong Country. That was an insane time. Yeah, he's playing Undertale, I guess. Undertale is just the Dark Souls of society. All right. Thank you everyone for showing up and having a good time. Let me save right now so I don't forget. Games. Save, hurry. Alright, yeah, have a good one. Stay safe, live dangerously, and eat your vegetables. Eat someone else's vegetables. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Alright, later.